Hi harmonica fans, my name is Lee Sankey and today we are carrying on talking about tongue block bends on the diatonic harmonica. So this is the second video about bending using tongue blocking on the harmonica. Before I get into this lesson, I've got a very important announcement to make. As many of you know who've been watching my channel regularly, I've been writing a book over the last couple of years and doing lots of research. Started out as a harmonica book, but it's changed completely. And the concepts that I've been working on and researching actually apply to all instruments. But if you're a harmonica player, it will be of interest to you, as whether you're a guitar player, piano player, saxophone player, etc. So I've just uploaded and created a new website for my project, and on there is a summary paper of my research which you can download and check out for free. And that paper contains all the sort of key concepts that I've been working on and the key findings that I've found from my research so far. And I've spoken to some amazing jazz and blues musicians all over the world on all different types of instruments, also a few classical players as well. And so go and check it out. So the website address is www.brainstruments.com. So Brainstruments is the name I've given to the mental model that a musician plays in their mind, and as I explain in the paper, that is actually the real instrument rather than the physical instrument. So when you're playing a musical instrument, you're not playing the physical instrument, you're playing your brain's mental model of the instrument, and that has profound implications for many instruments where the instrument doesn't help you create that mental model. For example, the trumpet, the harmonica is one, and the vocals at the most extreme. So go and check that out, and I hope you find it interesting. You can subscribe to my mailing list there, and you can see photos of the people that I've interviewed. But the main thing is to this free research paper. Anyway, okay, so on with the actual lesson for today. So last time we were talking about tongue block bending. It was really about shifting the engine, the bending engine as I call it, for lip purses further back towards using more of the throat, so you can maintain the block and you can get very precise control. Bending while tongue block can seem impossible when you're first starting. So that video we went to quite a lot of detail about moving the engine rather than towards the lips and using a lot of the lips in the front of the mouth and the jaw, to much more using about the throat. And the back of the tongue lifts up and you're maintaining the block. So watch that video. So that was all around trying to move the draw 4. So that lesson was all about moving the draw 4. So today I want to build on that and focus around draw 6. So third position is actually a fantastic key for learning and playing tongue block style and for learning bends. So what we can do now is, if you've been working on that tongue block bend on the draw 4, or that's what we covered in the last video, we're ready to take some other steps. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be working on the draw 6 bend in third position, and I'm going to go through 3 or 4 different types of bends and licks that you can use to continue to work on your tongue block bending. And the key thing here is we're very near to the point where we can start bringing all the things we've talked about in this tongue blocking series. I think I've done 7 or 8 videos at this point. So effects, producing single notes, and bending, we can start bringing them together so that you can start integrating and using tongue blocking in your existing lip pursing style. And we're still very much playing around the draw 4 upwards and lip pursing on the first 3 holes. So what are we going to do today? As I said, we've got these bends around the draw 6. So the first riff we're going to do, you would have heard many times, but you probably today play it lip pursed. So this is all about trying to get you to play it tongue blocked. And essentially it's the same riff that you hear in cross position a lot, which is this, but to play it in third position, because we can make all those bends now, which is the key one, is on the draw 6, using tongue blocking. So the note, so it sounds like this. By the way, we're using a C harmonica, diatonic harmonica. This is a marine band. Any diatonic harmonica in the key of C will do. And so it sounds like this. Once more. So that's the same lick as, but we're playing it in third position, which can be useful. So draw 4, draw 5, blow 6, draw 6, draw 6, bend, then the 5 and the 4 draw. Now the key thing with this riff is to make sure you're hitting that bend and it's controlled. And really, you can then start to play with the timing and put your own inflections on it. But the key foundation is, so that's the foundation lick. To practice that bend on that draw 6. And in fact, you can miss out the start of the lick and just do it from the draw 6, unbent, draw 6, down half a step, draw 5, draw 4. So that sounds like this. Remember, we're moving that engine to the throat, the bending engine. Okay, rather than using the lips and all at the front. So then we can start building in some variations. So the first one, and all of these are designed to help your bending, and you'll be able to use these techniques lip pursed and tongue blocking. But the key thing today is this is all about playing these things tongue blocked, which if you can move that draw 4 bend in the way that we talked about in the first video, you should be able to do this. So the first variation is to add a little flourish by playing the same lick, but starting that draw 6 on the bend rather than bending it down. And it adds a little sort of flourish, which again will be familiar to many of you in terms of the way it sounds. So same notes, draw 4, draw 5, blow 6, then we're going to do the draw 6 bend, up to the 6 unbend, bend it back down, and then draw 5, draw 4. Sounds like this. All tongue blocked. So you can then speed that up if you're feeling confident. Okay, so that's a variation, and what's good is you're starting on a bend rather than going down, so it's something different, something for you to work on. The next thing we can do is we can start to go up the harmonica and use the blow 7. So we're in third position here, and we can use the same lick that we do in cross position on the draw 4 and draw 5, this one. We can do that in third position using that draw 6 bend. So this is all about the draw 6 bend. So this one, we can go. So going draw 4, draw 5, blow 6, draw 6 bent, up to the 6, unbent, and then the blow 7, all tongue blocked. And again, start slow, confidence, and you know, if you lip pursing all the time, this will be difficult for you. You'll want to sort of lean back on your lip pursing technique for those bends. But if you've been working on it and using that tongue blocking engine we talked about in the first video, you will be able to do it. It will come. It will seem like the reed won't move, but you get that bending rather than being at the front to be much more in the throat. And the back of the tongue lifting up, trying to reach the palate of your mouth. And it will come. So then you can start working that bend just like you do on the draw 4, draw 5. So you can do it as a smooth transition, like this. Or you can hit each note separately with no bend between the draw 4 bend and the draw 4 unbent, no transition. It's great to practice both of those. And we can do the same on that draw 6. More. Or remember, using the back of the throat and the back of the tongue lifting up. So that's another thing that you can practice. The third variation that you can put on here I think is really nice, and that is to break the pattern of where you're going and kind of trick the listener. And this is great in a kind of answer call thing. which I've talked about before many times in my videos. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go draw 4, draw 5, and then we're not going to go to the blow 6, we're going to go to the blow 7, and then we're going to do a bend, gradually taking that draw 6 down. Okay, it's like a moan, sounds like this. Okay, so that's another great bend to practice. So we've got different types of bends here. We've got bends where we're going unbent, straight down. We've got a bend where we're going up and then back down. A little flourish. And then we've got a bend which is slow going down. And then we've got that rolling lick. So lots of different types of control and techniques for you to work on. Now what's cool is you can start to mix and match these riffs in a kind of answer call way. So for instance, we can do the first phrase, very first phrase we worked on, where you have draw 6 straight down to the draw 5, draw 4. And then we can hit it with a response with the last lick we did where we go up to the blow 7. Okay, so putting those two together sounds like. And that's all tongue blocked. So you're able to attack those notes, and as you get more confident, you'll be able to integrate loads of other sort of techniques and flourishes in there. This is just the beginning. So I hope you found that useful. You've got your different bends that you can work on, and that's in 3rd position. And again, I'd still recommend that you're practicing your scales tongue blocked. So in here we're 3rd position, kind of the blues scale would be draw 4, draw 5, blow 6, draw 6, blow 7, draw 8. You could throw in the draw 9. And then you can bring in the bends that we've talked about. So you could start from the blow 4 and bend up to the draw 4, and then carry that scale and put in the bends on the draw 6. And that's a great thing to practice. So. So that's bringing together a couple of things that we've talked about. So I hope you found that useful. Please check out my book project at brainstruments.com, and I'll be uploading another video where we'll bring more of the tongue blocking techniques together. I hope you found that useful. Thanks.